while I was doing my undergraduate, if you were there, that should be the best thing to do. Not just focusing on the degree. Go in, learn it, start from there before you come out from the university. That's what I can always advise someone. I met someone on LinkedIn that was like, hey, I noticed that you have some experience. What do you recommend? I was like, go in, check out Steve YouTube, check out things he do while you are in the university. Go in and learn things. Do not focus on what you are getting from the university because it's not enough.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's video. Today, I am joined by Jane, who is a member of the MyDFIR Forge. And today, she's going to share her experience with all of us. So with that being said, Jane, can you please introduce yourself?
All right. My name is Jane. I recently joined MyDFI after graduation. I have a master's degree in cybersecurity. I have a master's degree in computer engineering and a bachelor degree in computer science. But after graduation, I feel like we go into job hunting, you know how it is. But when I come in contact with my Steve's YouTube videos, which always helps me in my days in the university. I find it fun. He knows how to teach. It helps a lot. So when he introduced his community, I was like, no, I'm going to be here. Because even if when I'm in job hunting, you know, I'm kind of think that I need to keep updating myself. I need to keep knowing things that is in there in the industry, not just job hunting because I just graduated, but I need something that keep me up to date and I'll be current about it.
In terms of your courses that you've taken, did you do any kind of like CompTIA certifications or anything like that?
Not really at the moment, but I just feel like I have to choose between learning the skills and going for certifications. At the moment, I already have the degrees and I feel like I need to learn the skills more than the paper itself. So that was the main reason why I joined the program.
I love it. Getting the hands-on, getting the technicality parts, knowing how to investigate, right? Knowing how to ask the right questions, and then go and get the security plus. It's gonna feel like, wow, this is a piece of cake. Right? So that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. In terms of your trainings though, have you done any kind of other trainings or is that just the school itself?
I used to be in like other platforms like TryHackMe, Cyber Defense and all that. But I'm this kind of person that I love my learning to be virtual. I love it when I'm seeing what I'm doing, not just something like how the TryHackMe is. And whenever you get stuck in TryHackMe, you are just stuck. No one is there to really help you out. But when I get to your school, I was like, okay, this is something I'm actually looking for. I don't mind the expenses, you know, just want to get what I need. Stay there, talk to the people when I'm stuck, listen to the visual introduction, the visual learning and everything. Get to know get what exactly I need, not just normal training and all that.
Yeah, it's being part of that community too and just networking with everybody else in the forge there. And yeah, like you mentioned about getting stuck. When you're doing self-learning, don't get me wrong, it's really good, right? Do self-learning first but when you do get stuck, it's like, how do I get help? How do I find a solution? And of course, troubleshooting and researching, something that I always strive for and that you should obviously do. But there are times that you just can't get the answer. Right? It's like, man, I don't know what to do. With a community like the Forge, everybody there is so helpful. Whenever you create a post about a question, it's like, hey, can somebody help me with this? You know, give them within 24 hours. There's going to be somebody. If there's nobody, then there's going to be me, right? Like there's definitely someone there to help you. And I absolutely love that about the community there. Can you walk me through your first couple days when you joined? How were you, like, what was your experience like?
The first couple days, I was lost. I was lost. It was a lot. A lot of people were just posting some strange things. And I was like, how long am I going to get there? Which means I don't even know anything. My years in the university, I know nothing. But you have this tracking that you have in your community that you help you to start from somewhere, take it step by step. And I picked up with that. And before I could know it, I've already done the Splunk 101 practicals and the investigation. I was like, okay, I'm heading there. I'm not really lost. I'm there already. It gives me the courage and the zeal to keep moving. That tracking you have, it's really helpful, especially for someone who is new that comes into the community and was like, that's a lot. Where am I going to start from?
It's definitely my fault, like putting so much information right then and there. And I get this a lot too. And it is something that I'm thinking about changing. But whenever there's a new member, the first couple days, it's like, man, where do I begin? Right?
Yeah.
Because there's just so many information, and there's a lot of things to learn. So that's why I did create the tracker called the What to Do Next tracker. And I'm happy to hear that, that is helping you with the
Yeah.
journey. And you mentioned, you were lost for the couple days, but now looking back, you completed the 90-day, you completed the Splunk 101.
Yeah.
You've participated in a ransomware investigation.
Yeah.
That is like probably one of the best things that I've ever seen. So I would love to hear about your thoughts about the ransomware investigation. Did you find it challenging? Was it something new and exciting?
I can't say that it's kind of challenging, although it might be a little bit, because investigation is investigation. But for someone who really takes steps in your classes, really understand what exactly you are teaching, wouldn't find it that challenging. That's my own understand. That's my own take in it. I believe that I was able to take out my time to really understand how to investigate, most especially the investigation reports you gave us was actually a takeaway as well. It helps you to understand which stages you need to go on. You need to find out the what, the why, the where, and the how it all happens. It's a step-by-step process, It helps. It's really helpful. So I wouldn't say it's kind of challenging, but it helps a little bit maybe, which is normal, but not that challenging.
Nice. Because, it's having that framework. Being able to know exactly like where to pivot to next, or even some of the questions to ask. Because if you don't have that framework and you don't have that structure, you're essentially put in the middle and you don't know where to go next. What do I do? what do I search for? Yeah. So I'm really happy that the framework and the template that I provided to you is doing a lot of work. So I love that. Yeah, you did finish the 90-day SOC Accelerator program, and I wanted to hear your thoughts about what. Is it something that you would recommend beginners, or is it something that you wouldn't recommend, and why?
Well, I would say one thing I always tell to myself. I can't say I wish, because it just recently started the community. While I was doing my undergraduate, if you were there, that should be the best thing to do. Not just focusing on the degree. Go in, learn it, start from there before you come out from the university. That's what I can always advise someone. I met someone on LinkedIn that was like, hey, I noticed that you have some experience. What do you recommend? I was like, go in, check out Steve YouTube, check out things he do. While you are in the university, go in and learn things. Do not focus on what you are getting from the university, because it's not enough. It's not enough. You need the practical, you need the experience, you need to understand what it takes to be in the industry. Then when you check the YouTube, come into the Forge and join before you graduate, you'll find you will be really, really proud of what you have become. So that's what I will advise anyone. While you are still doing the theoretical parts, go in and start it all over again. Start the practical, start learning before you graduate.
Thank you. That's amazing. Because I always say this too, where, folks, as much as I would like them to join the Forge, and I know like it is for some people, it's out of the budget, right? But knowing look at the YouTube stuff that I have on the channel. It will put you in a good spot, right? Just really putting in the work, focusing on that's going to get you really far. Couple that with maybe, if you're doing your university degree, couple that with the YouTube stuff. That way you can learn how to investigate. You can come up with a lot of cool projects as well to start talking to potential employers, right? And then having that ability to just be like, hey, I actually created something pretty cool. I created a Active Directory project. I put in a SOAR environment. I'm doing automation. I'm doing AI stuff. It's like, whoa, that's cool. So it's really good to make sure to take advantage of the YouTube stuff. You don't, again, as much as I would love for you to join the Forge, just like, sometimes you just can't do it because of monetary reasons, and that's okay. Focus on the YouTube stuff. that's going to get you really far.
Yeah.
But when you do join the Forge, you can tackle the 90-day SOC Accelerator program,
Mhm.
and you can also do the SOC Simulator too,
Yeah.
right? So where you have access to XDR and Splunk. Now, I do have a question for you in terms of your Splunk experience, because you mentioned Splunk 101. What was your experience like before joining the Forge?
Well, I used to know how to write SPL and all that, but the way you make it is actually in depth in the Forge, really deep. It's really deep and a little bit well explanatory. You got to catch up, you got to learn more and more. Although I do know about Splunk, but with the one on the Forge, I was able to know more about it. That's all I can say. Get to know more from the Splunk, although I have the experience before. But with yours, I was able okay, wow, that's it. It was fun.
How has your confidence changed since joining?
A lot. I'm proud of myself. Proud of what I want to be, proud of how I want to achieve it, especially the new program that DFIR that is coming up. I really, really anticipating on what is going to come out from there, how I'm going to develop myself, get to know more, be more or see myself as a consultant tomorrow.
Yes. That course alone, it's everything from my career put down into a video to a nice structure. And if, you really enjoyed the 90-day SOC Accelerator program, then you're going to love the DFIR stuff too, because the 90-day, it focuses on the SIM, the XDR or your EDR platforms, right? You can query all that cool stuff. But then the DFIR stuff, it's like, what happens if a company can't afford a SIM, right? Or what happens if a company doesn't have an EDR and they get breached? What do we do? So that's why the DFIR course is there that way we can respond regardless of tool. Who cares if you don't have a SIM? I can still help you. That's the whole reason why I created that course there. So yeah, I can't wait for you to dive right in, and I would love to hear your thoughts once you finish it. I do have two more questions for you, Jane, and that is, how does this community compare to other programs or courses that you've tried before?
It's the teamwork. They are there. Yeah, they are there to help you. One thing with learning is at some point you might get tired. At some point you might get stuck. But with the community, you are never going to be tired, especially when you speak up. When you speak of your problem, you are never going to be tired. You are going to see people who are pushing. You are going to see people who are on the same level with you to really encourage you to keep moving. And at the same time, I also enjoy having you there. You do notice some things when someone is kind of slow, you encourage, word of encouragement, trying to put yourself as an example for the person to really understand that, okay, I'm not the only one. This is actually going to happen normally. It's normal that it happens. Yeah. And that's main reason why I enjoy the community and all that.
Yeah, it's the support. You really don't know what you don't know, and that's okay. If you feel like you have a stupid question, that's okay. Say it, right? Who cares? I encourage that, and I really want people to just say what's on their mind. If they have a question, as easy as it is, maybe, hey, I can't turn on my computer. How do I do it? Post it, like we're here to help. So yeah, I love the support, the support of the community there. So yeah, that's awesome. One last question for you, Jane, and that is, what would you say to someone that's watching this who is exactly where you were when you started?
Just join the program. You don't have to wait. Just join. Because if you wait, you might end up not really catching up what the industry is actually giving out there. Just join. Don't wait until you get a job. Just join the program. You'll get to know what is going on. Then when you get a job, you'll be able to transfer your knowledge to your industry. That's how I can say.
Beautiful. There you have it. Well, thank you so much, Jane, for taking the time out of your day and hopping onto this interview to share your experience. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. So thank you.
You're welcome.